Hello there guys, Bilbo10000 here, bringing you another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character discussion video. And today we are going to be taking a look at a Twitter thread by @Tomotakino26 regarding Sora from Square Enix. Now, Sora is a character who has been heavily speculated as a potential Square Enix rep, along with, the Erdricks and the Chronos and so on and so forth, and they've developed a massive thread about reasons why you shouldn't be counting Sora out. But before we get to that, I want to give a quick shout out to my Minecraft daily series called Ant Farm Survival that is going to be going up daily until the 19th of April, as it is a 20-part series. If you're at all interested in something like that, it's a really good, relaxing time. It's like being in 2012 all over again, and it's a really good set of videos to just listen to while you're working. You don't even have to watch the visuals. So a link to those will be in the top right corner. I really want to see if I can get those videos to do well. But back to the Smash Brothers. Let's take a look at this thread, and then we will analyze it, and I'll give my thoughts at the end. Sora is one of the most candidates to analyze the chances for Smash Ultimate. I know it's easy to dismiss the possibility of Sora getting in the game with Disney owning the rights to Sora and the Kingdom Hearts series, but I think there is more favoring than people might think. So I crafted my analysis about Sora's chances with strong evidence that he is coming in the near future. This thread is my evidence I spent a while on with links. 1. A YouTuber named HMK, I know the YouTuber, I'm aware, spoke with one of the Disney VPs who stated that they would be open to the idea as long as Square Enix and Nomura were cool with it, so long as Nintendo approached them first. This is something we've known about for a while, actually. We've known for a very long time that Disney actually is okay with Sora. I brought it up in my Rate Their Chances of him last year. I've brought it up with my Rate Their Chances of him this year. Sora is not being held back by Disney, he's being held back by Square. So that is something that I think is a big misconception with Sora's chances, because everyone seems to assume, oh, it's Disney, they're stingy, family-friendly, blah blah blah. No, it's not Disney that's the problem this time around, for once in our lives. So next up, we have another tweet. At the time, it came down to demand and the willingness of Nintendo and Sakurai, but the demand is definitely already there, and Sakurai has been notably close with Nomura many times ever since Cloud's reveal in Smash 4. To prove it even more, Sakurai made a recent statement he made about Nomura for Kingdom Hearts' 15th anniversary in Famitsu, and he has had interviews with Nomura as well, as shown in the next few tweets. 2. Sakurai is also aware of the possible licensing issues when thinking about Sora, but there are noteworthy statements from Sakurai in the creator interview that you are about to see that makes me think Sakurai would willingly go for Sora. Keep in mind, this is not the full interview, but it gives the idea that Sakurai is aware of Sora demand, and let's read into this interview. Nomura says, actually, to provide some background, Super Mario 64 was the impetus for the creation of Kingdom Hearts, so being able to draw Mario made me very happy. Sakurai then says, oh, is that so? But really, when you take a step back and look at it, when you see all these different characters in the same place, Smash is pretty crazy. I suppose that's pretty ridiculous of me to say though, given that I'm the creator. Nomura then says, whether it's crazy or not, you've assembled quite a number of characters. Sakurai then says, honestly, when we revealed Solid Snake for Brawl, I thought there's no way we'll be able to stage a bigger surprise than this. But, as a creator, you just keep making more while trying to surprise and delight your audience as much as possible. Nomura then says the element of surprise is very important, and as a Kingdom Hearts fan, yeah, the element of surprise can be very, very important. Sakurai then says he would be willing to do another collaboration with Nomura. This leads me to believe that there is a possibility of Sakurai negotiating Sora with Nomura right after doing an interview with him and Sakurai noticing Sora's high popularity in the ballot. The interviewer says, would you like to make another game together in the future or do another collaboration? Sakurai says, it seems like it would be difficult to decide who would have what role though. Nomura says if we were to work together, I think I'd leave most everything up to Mr. Sakurai. By the way, do you know what you're working on after Smash ends? Sakurai says, things have just recently calmed down for me, so first, I'm gonna take a break and rest. Thank God, Sakurai. Take a holiday. Take a vacation. 3. Disney characters have already appeared in video games. Yes, you're looking at this statement correctly. Disney was willing to put their characters from one of the biggest franchises in a video game that isn't Kingdom Hearts. Sega and Epic Games were able to get the rights to known Disney characters, Thanos and Ralph, and if Sega and Epic Games can get the rights to use a Disney character in their game, then I'm not putting anything over Nintendo. Once again though, the Disney thing is really not much of an argument against Sora because we've known for a very long time that Disney is usually pretty okay with putting their IPs and things as long as it's viable and isn't, like, just completely controversial. So this is nothing really new. 4. For Kingdom Hearts, there have been multiple instances where Kingdom Hearts collaborations in other franchises have been more frequent, like Sora appearing in a recent Final Fantasy title, The World of Final Fantasy, and Mickey's Kingdom Hearts costume in Disney Infinity. Though the Kingdom Hearts costume in Disney Infinity makes sense because it's a Disney game, I don't really think that one really counts towards that, but the Final Fantasy one makes sense. Sora has crossed over with a Square instances before. These situations have shown Disney's recent growing openness towards Kingdom Hearts content appearing in other games, but the person who will have the biggest influence and convince Disney to have Sora in other games would be none other than Nomura himself, and Nomura is a very special being, and he is very hard to predict sometimes. 5. Kingdom Hearts has so far made its way onto 3 different Nintendo systems, the Game Boy Advance, DS, and 3DS. All of the handheld games, also all the kind of bad ones, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. But really, I mean, Kingdom Hearts has always been a Sony series, and I just found it kind of annoying that a lot of the real important, like, story games, which 358 over 2 days, Dream Drop Distance and Chain of Memories are all super important story games, but they got dumped on Nintendo handhelds, and the fact that we haven't had a Kingdom Hearts game on a Nintendo console is a little bit concerning, but at the same time, I really don't think that the Nintendo influence is necessarily something that's going to hurt Sora. I think if he's going to get in, I doubt, ooh, he doesn't have a game on a console, that's going to screw him over. I don't think that's going to really affect him at all. Now, I want to break down these arguments I've been seeing. Argument 1. Square is very protective of their IPs. They're stingy. Except Disney owns Kingdom Hearts, not Square. Disney developed by Square Enix. Which means there's a copyright claim that can be found on the official case for every Kingdom Hearts game and the official web pages for the series, which means that Kingdom Hearts is a series that Square Enix is allowed to develop but doesn't own. However, even though this is the case, I do feel like Disney and Square would need to come to some sort of agreement before they decide to start bringing Sora into other games. I feel like Square Enix probably does have some say in it, even if Disney probably has the final say just because of how big Disney is as a corporation. That's like saying Disney is going to be very stingy about anything, much like when Nintendo, when they were concerned about Bowser's characterization in Wreck-It Ralph. Argument 2, Dragon Quest is very popular in Japan, then Kingdom Hearts, therefore Dragon Quest should be represented instead. Here's the thing, Japan would rather have Slime if we're getting any Dragon Quest representation. Japan loves Dragon Quest 3, but not necessarily because of Erdrick. Now, if Nintendo cares about the long haul, as in bringing Dragon Quest to the West, then I understand where you're coming from, but if they care about making sales for Smash, then Nintendo would rather pick someone more known worldwide than just one country. Now, I may feel more assured about Sora now, but I'm not going to raise my expectations so high. I will keep them moderate, and I think you should too. Even with everything I said about Sora, I am aware that Sora may or may not happen. If he does, awesome. If he doesn't, that is okay. So looking at this massive thread, it is just a conglomerate of all the Sora information that we have heard over the past year or so, just coming together in one lovely place. The only real flaw that this thread has is that it's all information that we know already, and I feel like the Disney information about how Disney and their copyrights and how they're nice with their IPs, that is something we've known for a very long time. I feel like it's something we have been trying to tell the community for the past, like, 6 to 7 months. Yes, Sora can get in. It's not Disney holding them back. Stop saying that, please. We've been saying it for, like, 7 months now. It's ridiculous. It really is. And I hope, finally, people will realize that, no, Disney is not the problem here. That being said, I still do think Square Enix is a problem, because if they do want to push Dragon Quest, which I think makes sense from a promotional standpoint given the new release of Dragon Quest XI on Switch, which is going to be the definitive edition of that game, it just makes too much sense at this point, you know? And that does genuinely hurt Sora, and we can't just say, oh, because Dragon Quest is popular in Japan and nowhere else, they're gonna pick Sora over Erdrick. I feel like Erdrick has too much information going for him at the moment. Sora could still happen along with Erdrick. There's a very, very tiny chance of that happening, but it is still 100% a possibility, and we cannot deny that could happen. And for all we know, this tweet could be completely right, and we have all been just horribly wrong about Dragon Quest, and we all need to shame ourselves. But overall, I think this is a very, very well put together, well coherent, and well thought out thread that makes a lot of points that we all know, and I like that it's all in one space now. You can take a look at the thread yourself with a link down below. The thread also ends with a bunch of sources and links as well. I am not including them in this video because, you know, they're in a tweet. You can look at the thread yourselves and you can have a read through it as well. But yeah, very well researched, and hopefully this means good things for Sora. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you see any more Twitter threads that focus on a specific character like this and you want me to take a look at them, or you see some interesting leaks, or just interesting anything, leave a tweet to my Twitter and I'll get back to you, and hopefully we'll have some more videos out soon. So, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.